Hello guys. Well, Mother Nature made my decision for me, so we're not going to be doing the T-bone steaks or the lobster today. We're going to be doing the rump roast, thanks to the rain. So what I've got here is I've got beef broth. I've already got my rump roast marinating in beer, Bud Light, French onion soup, and my pesto, and then I've got my onion that I'm going to use, my potatoes, which I've only got a few left, somebody ate them, carrots, and corn on the cob, and it's all going to be done in the slow cooker today. And our thing's going to be time-lapse, so after I get done preparing this and putting it in the pot, I'm going to put the camera on time-lapse so you can watch it cook. It should be about a minute long. Maybe less. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, what I'm going to do, I've already got my syringe started here. This is the beer and French onion soup. I'm going to inject it into my rump roast as well, so that it'll cook in as well. Basically the same thing you do with a turkey. Because we want this thing to be nice and tender, and we want it to taste really good. So it's got a little bit of the pesto soaked into it, and it's got beer and French onion soup. Whoops. That was intelligent of me. I just squirted it all over the counter after I pulled it out. So I'll clean it up later. Let's start with our potatoes. We're going to leave the skins on, and we're just going to chunk them into 1-inch chunks. And then once we've got them in a 1-inch chunk, we're just going to cut that potato in half so that we have 8 pieces for the potato, and we'll just drop it right in the pot. Same thing with the other one, but this time I'm going to cut it long ways first and then flatten it out because it's probably safer. This one's not quite as big a potato. Next. Now this video won't be as long as the others because it's going to be mostly time-lapse, but I had a request from my best friend and his wife to do some stuff with the slow cooker, so that's what we're doing today. Bill, Melissa, you hear me? This is for you. Alright, so we've got our potatoes in there. I'm going to dump the rest of this in the bottom. And then I'm going to take and get my corn out. And I'm just going to wedge it in here in places. I'm going to do probably 6 pieces of corn. Since the last couple of times I did stuff, I was the only one eating it, which is fine. I love corn, but you know, if I'm going to be the only one eating it, I'll do other things with it. But we got it in there. Now I'm going to put this aside so that I can wrap it up for later. And we're going to use about half of this onion. So we'll set that aside. Just a second here. I'm not going through what I went through with that last onion. There we go. Cut that bad boy in quarters. Then we're going to take the outer layer off all the way around. Same as usual to get the peel off the quick and easy way. Still got a little bit. And then we'll just take the chunks and flip them over so that when we get the meat in, it should be able to lay alongside of it. So, let's see, what can I use to pick up my meat? Aha. We use a wooden fork and a spatula. Get this out of the way. Get this spoon out of here for now. This is a nice roast. It's been marinating for about an hour, and obviously you just watched me shoot some of it into the roast. So we're going to set that right in the middle. And then we're going to take the juice that we marinated it with, and we're going to pour it all around it after I put my carrots in and my onions. Now let's break our onion apart and spread it around in here. Yeah, that's a little bit of a big piece. Just do that. I love to have roast when it's done in a slow cooker because it comes out really tender, and at the same time, because it's slow cooked, all that flavor seeps right through the pores of it and into everything else. So now we're going to take some of these onions and we're going to put them right on top of that roast. Just kind of outline the edge like it's an armadillo shell. If I can stop being clumsy for about 30 seconds. Put that piece right in the middle, that's fine. Now we're going to take and pour our juice in. And as you guys know from my other videos, I do love my onions, but this is a little bit different. Because today we're using French onion soup, which has beef flavoring in it, but we're also using some beef broth to fill it the rest of the way. Oh yeah, there we go. Just one whole container of beef broth, the French onion soup, the veggies, the pesto on the top, and then give it a shot. So we're ready to start cooking this. And I'm not going to stop the camera until I get over there, but I'm gonna put my lid on. Get this out of the way. And I'm gonna turn this thing on high for the time being until it gets hot. Once it gets hot, then I'll turn it down to low, and it should be done sometime about 5.5 hours from now, maybe 6. We'll see. But you guys are going to be watching it, so make sure my roast does not burn, guys. It's up to you. I'll see you when it's done.